what people tend to focus is just food, but
Consistency. Be humble, be kind. Head down, fly high.
how we treated marketing for Phurr was quite interesting.
Premium is being tagged by money.
But the owner, there's nothing premium about it. You're not going to see success every day. You're not going to see failures every day.
So, hi Ashish, hi Rahul.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
All good, thank you.
First, we'll start with what sparked the idea of Phurr and how did the entire journey begin?
I thought you would ask me first.
2020 is when it all started. Idea was initially based on a dhaba concept. After COVID and everything else and the way we saw the market, we changed the entire ideology into having this as a very fine dine elevated space where you could really experience the best of vegetarian. Okay.
There's always been a shortage of vegetarian restaurants in Bangalore. Hence, we found that vacuum and we wanted to capture that. So that's how the idea of Phurr came in.
How the name Phurr and the entire the ideation regarding making the whole setup revolving around.
Yeah. So we are big fan of Shah Rukh Khan. There's a movie called Harry Met Sejal. There's a song in that movie called Phurr. It's named Phurr. So it's sung by Diplo. So we picked the word from there. So Phurr means to fly, to take off, to elevate. It's a slang. It doesn't mean anything, but it's a slang. And then we thought, elevation, fly off, take the first step, everything means the same. And then the marketing guy played his role and called it the elevated vegetarian cuisine.
So usually, how does your day-to-day involvement in food looks like as founders?
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought okay. See, our main focus is consistency of food, the service. That's the main focus of ours, Rest, everything follows. The tasting, initially when we come to the restaurant, every single morning, all the items are tasted. The service staff has been briefed. The basic things, if the place is clean, hygiene level, see the kitchen if it's clean, look at the vegetables if it's fresh. If there's any problem with that, send it back, get a fresh lot. All of those basic things.
How are the roles divided between all the founders?
See, he's a marketing guy, so he takes care of all the marketing, and all others are into operations.
You have also had success with the Bangalore Cafe.
Yeah.
So how did that help you into curating things for Phurr? How did that process go?
So we have two brands. One is the Bangalore Cafe and one is Bangalore Tendies. So Bangalore Tendies is basically a South Indian QSR and Bangalore Cafe is a casual vegetarian restaurant. That taught us a lot. That's how put the best of our knowledge in creating food. So whatever we learned in Bangalore Cafe while building it up. We didn't know anything about food. We have not done a hotel management and all those stuff. We learned everything from that. So that was our institution of hotel management that taught us everything, and we took the best of all of it, all the knowledge, and we created this.
And would you call Phurr a premium QSR?
No, it's not a QSR. I can call it a premium casual dining, if not fine. What an answer, no?
How did you all go about the menu development? How did you all see what kind of dishes you all want to introduce? How you all can do things with that to make it look different?
So we started with trials of more than 300 items. I gained weight over 20 kgs.
Still losing it.
So it took so much effort in curating this 150 and odd item menu. So we took the best of it, all the 320 dishes we tried. We have a few items with different countries as well. That's how it took.
Having such a wide menu of over 150 dishes, so how do you maintain the same consistency and quality across all the dishes that you all are serving?
Your kitchen starts working way early in the morning. They end their shifts at 1, 2 a.m.
They are well prepared. They know what they have to serve on the table.
Nearly a 24 hour process every single day. because the restaurant's operational from 12 in the noon, all that to just prep for the day, fresh batches every single day.
See, the kitchen is very strong. Our kitchen is like really, really strong. Our executive chef, our head chefs, our sous chefs, and all of it, and all the hierarchy below also.
One particular dish that was kind of experimental or challenging for you?
When I'm talking about
Broccoli.
experimental, it's tender coconut fritters. Taking a drink and making a starter out of it is something different.
Could you tell us more in detail about that?
No. Trust me, every restaurant in Bangalore today are trying to figure it out. Not even in Bangalore, other cities also, but not there yet. Not there yet.
Phurr also has options for vegan and Jain people. So when y'all are trying to include options, vegan and Jain options, what kind of do you face any operational challenge when trying to include?
Not really, yeah. It's the need of the hour right now. You know, people are turning vegan, and Jain option is nothing but no onion, no garlic, and we give great food with no onion, no garlic. I don't think they'll ever miss anything that that they wouldn't try.
What a typical day at Phurr looks like? When does it start?
We basically start at 12 o'clock at lunch. We close around 4:30, and then we open for dinner by 7. That goes on 11:30.
Like, what's the customer footfall do you see on a regular basis at Phurr?
On an average, 700 to 800 a day. On a good day, basically.
What's like the average order value that you see per customer that comes in?
It really depends on people's appetite. Yeah. If you have a low appetite, your billing is low. If you have a high appetite, you want to try a lot of things. So you either you come to eat, or you come to experiment, or you come to have a good time. So there are a lot of factors. Every table has a different APC. Yeah, there's a different mood on every other table. So it completely depends. You really can't judge.
I was talking about, could you break down like the unit economics for the restaurant? Like if you all are earning an X amount of money per month, so how much of it goes into food costs, rent, salaries, and what margin are you left with?
Industry standards, your food cost should lie between 30 to 35%. Your rentals is between 10 to 15%. Your staff cost again 15 to 20%, somewhere the other miscellaneous 4-5%. Profits must be between 18 to 24%. That's a healthy profit.
And that is what usually looks like for the premium dining space.
So this is a standard numbers, right? So it goes with all the sectors. Let it be a QSR, let it be a casual dining or a fine dine. So these are standard numbers, So that's how people work around it.
So associated with online platforms like Zomato, Swiggy.
We don't do deliveries. We chose not to do deliveries because the quality of food deteriorates once it's packed after a point, because it's picked up and then traveled few kilometers and then you open it and then expect it to be as good as a restaurant experience.
Yeah.
It's not possible. So we wanted to give an experience to these people, and when I say these people are our guests, so that's why we don't do food delivery. But for table booking, yes, you can use your Swiggy, you can use your Zomatos and stuff.
Percentage of customers coming from these online platforms and directly.
Everything is integrated. Even if you go to a website, it will redirect into a link which you can book, and on the back end it either goes to a Zomato or a Swiggy. So the integrations there on all sides, from your website to your Google platforms, and majority comes from there, and then a small chunk comes directly from Swiggy or Zomato respective apps.
If you had to break it down into percentage, this much amount comes from the all the online platforms, and this much is people who directly come into the
Restaurant?
Yeah.
30-70. So 30 is walk-ins, 70 is like reservations. Yeah.
What are your 3 highest selling items that usually people keep reordering?
One is Anda chili broccoli. People love it here. The another one is tender coconut fritters. And one more is one of our curries, I could say. It's called Puktan curry. It's a kofta basically. Oh, they love it here.
During weekdays and weekends, is there any spike that you usually see, maybe probably during the weekends more with customers, or it's similar throughout the week?
It's similar throughout the week, but there is a slight spike during the weekend, right? More walk-ins, people are on a leave, They have weekly offs on Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays. People don't work that day, so they tend to move out, go out and have a good meal with the family and stuff. So there is a spike during the weekend, of course.
So a lot of ingredients that you all might use might be towards the premium side, I would say. So how are you all managing sourcing those premium ingredients at the same time maintaining a good margin?
Firstly, margin is not the first thing what we think of. Margin might be different for each and every item, but we focus on giving the best as much as possible. If we have to ship a certain item locally, we do that. So we have one of our desserts coming from Rajasthan. We have a few items coming from Bihar, Uttarakhand also. So there's some local items what is famous there and it's grown very well. We ship it. I know there's a shipping cost added to it, but it's okay. As long as we see happy smiles, that's your margin,
While sourcing all these ingredients and raw materials, do you have a specific system to track of all the supplies and everything?
Of course, we have softwares today that helps us keep the inventory. There's a red line, like there's a 5 kg red line. If it goes below that, we have to order it on immediate basis and all those stuff. That's a normal system, It's been taken care of by the software itself, so we don't have to manually check.
But when it comes to the dishes or the items in the menu,
We take a call. So the chefs build a new menu every now and then, but eventually the whole team sits down. They give you the inputs. It has to be spicy. It has to be lower. If this is good enough to go to the menu, good enough to push it on the table. So it's a collective decision altogether. I'm very serious. You don't have to give the world's best because people don't know what's the world's best. But unless you give them consistent food, it's more than enough.
Consistent service, consistent experience.
It's a little of everything,
what do you think would be your USP, the unique selling point, and how it differentiates you from the other restaurants or competitors in
Every aspect matters, from the time you enter the road and give your car to valet. From that point to being seated, to everything around you, the way your order is placed, taken care of, the way you're checked with, in terms of what your preferences are. Then of course comes the food, the mocktails. So the entire experience matters. Till you leave, till you exit, every aspect. That's what's the most important. You can't look only at food and say we have great food.
Premium restaurant, so the prices of the food is usually priced on a premium side.
Not really. It's all about quality. Premium is being tagged by money, by the price, but it's actually the quality of the ingredients used in it. So that's premium. The quality of the food is premium, not the price.
And why did you choose Jayanagar as your location for Phurr?
Vegetarian hub. Multiple elements. Okay. First thing is we had a lot of factors which we want to work on. One is for us, location is very important, right? So we wanted a space which would resonate, which would also be very blissful. There is nothing more, as green as Jayanagar. So having a space here, one, has a big impact. Second, we also understand that for the vegetarian market, it's a very huge segment. It's not just restricted to vegetarian. What we wanted to bring out was, for everyone to witness great food where you probably forget that you're having vegetarian. Right? So this was the first outlet of many, and we just chose Jayanagar, but you would see it across. So
you mentioned first out of many, so are we going to be seeing
a lot more.
A lot
more.
Would be restricted to Bangalore or outside?
Pan India.
Outside
Pan India. The whole agenda of starting Phurr was this: to just provide great food which we could incorporate in multiple cities and with many outlets.
When can we hear about
the next one?
Yeah,
Very soon.
very soon.
Yeah. The next one's coming up
before
soon.
the year ends.
Before the year ends, yes.
All plan on owning it themselves, or would you also consider going for franchising?
It completely depends. Depends on the location, depends on the city.
The whole reason why even after 1.5 years we've not rushed with things is essentially we've set the process up. So now, even during expansion, the one thing you want to make sure is the quality control is going to remain the same.
Yeah.
So whether we open something on the other side of the country, you will still experience everything which you experience here.
Or what strategies or platforms that you all have been focusing on that has also helped you with customers and everything?
How we treated marketing for Phurr was quite interesting because we never seeked a conversion into customers, right? We wanted to provide a platform, and our whole agenda was whatever you experience in the restaurant, you should have that feeling or that essence carry on to marketing. So we want the feeling to go there. That's all our agenda was. So overall, the marketing goal has been that. It's never been a very adsy, salesy approach of this is great, this is wow, we have great food. We've not gone that route. So that was primarily the whole piece. And the agenda which we're building on a larger spectrum is we're working on a community. We're not just creating like a restaurant, it's also going to be converted into a cultural aspect where people could come together, discuss this agenda of great food or good vegetarians or what more is exploring in the world in terms of vegetarian. And very soon you'll also be seeing like a community angle of it.
Was there any specific campaign or piece of content that might have given you the biggest spike, or it has been built over the time?
So when you launch, everyone gets a level platform of a surge. Okay, you are popular in that moment, you're hyped up in the moment, whether you do it with videos or influencer activity. What campaigns can give you is get people to the door for the first time. But from that day onwards, for them to come and keep coming again and again and kind of experience, that can only happen via service and whatever happens here. No campaign can give you this kind of a mileage. Till date, there is nothing more stronger than your word of mouth. The goal was simple, just give that surge and everything else was taken care of here. So the campaign is for experience.
Are there any other channels of marketing that you feel are also helping you with the brand visibility, making people aware about Phurr and the entire experience?
So I would say Google to an extent, your SEOs and everything else, but that's a very small percentage of it. We are focusing on offline channels now. More than online, we're actually working on offline because we want some sort of a human connection to be established. Yeah, so essentially these offline channels are where, you know, as a restaurant you can't go to a lot of places, but elements of your brand can reach out. So that happens in terms of merchandising. So that's one part of how we kind of talk about the brand externally. And like I said, the community angle, which will start soon, which will really be more of a pan-India as we expand.
A specific challenge or something that usually might not be seen?
Every day is a challenge, every single day. Because this industry has no second chance. Imagine you have the kitchen has a bad day and you have entered. You don't like the food, you'll never come again. So we make sure that that doesn't happen. That's the biggest challenge.
It's only premium for the customers.
Everyone's hustling and on their feet throughout.
For an advice that you would want to give to someone who wants to get into this space or wants to start something of their own?
See, if someone wants to start a restaurant, I would say start with the right motivation. Don't do it for the glamour, don't do it for the picture, don't do it for Instagram. If you understand how the business runs, be focused. It's a long journey. It's just not like, you open a restaurant and people are just going to walk in. You just got to be at it every single day, doing the same thing 365 days. So one day you'll get that success. They don't give you many chances, so might as well just be at it, hustle, hustle, hustle. Someday you will find your path.
As a point that keeps things running for you.
Be humble, be kind, head down, fly high.